Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today we are going to solve path with minimum effort. Okay, so in this question you are given a matrix, 2D matrix called heights, along with number of rows and number of columns in the input as well. Now you have to start from top left and you have to move from bottom right. Okay, from 0 0 to -1 to -1 column -1 because here we are using zero base indexing and we are free to move in all possible four directions like up, down, left, right. Cool. Now we have to choose a path in which the absolute difference in which maximum absolute difference between the cells is minimum. Okay, the maximum absolute difference between the cells is maximum. So let's say you choose a path out of matrix in example 1. Okay, in first row you have 1 2 2, then 3 8 2, and then 5 3 5. So you chose a path. Let's say you chose 1 2 2, you move forward, then you move downwards to 2, and then you move downwards to 5. Now what is the maximum absolute difference between a consecutive cell? So 1 and 2 were consecutive. Maximum absolute difference was 1 and 2, or 2 and then 2 here has same value. So maximum absolute difference is 0. Okay, it's going well. But now when you move from this 2 to this 2 in downward direction, the maximum absolute difference becomes 3 because the difference between 2 and 5 is 3. Okay, is there any other path which we can choose? If we choose this one, okay, and this 3, okay, we move in downward direction. So the here maximum absolute difference will be 2, and then from this 3 move further down to this 5. So again the maximum absolute difference, or MAD, if we can say, is 2. Then if from here this 5 move forward direction to this 3, again the absolute difference is 2, and then forward to 5, again it is 2. So here we are getting much lesser value, which was 3 in the earlier case, 1 2 2 2 and 5. Now if we choose 1 3 5 3 5, we'll get smaller maximum absolute difference, and this is what we need to have. So this will be our answer. We don't need to return the path. We need to return the minimum consecutive maximum absolute difference, which should be minimum between two consecutive cells. Fine. If we can see in example 2, now here it is 2D matrix of 2 cross 2, but all the cells have same value. So irrespective of which direction you move, okay, the maximum absolute difference between two consecutive cells will always be 0, and that is our answer. Okay, so how we'll do it? How we'll do it? I will imply heap over here, which will help us, shorten our approach. Because and or in Python the default is min heap, and in min heap we always get the minimum value at the top. So whatever maximum absolute difference which we will calculate, okay, and we will put that in a min heap, heapify it. So it will always give us churn out our minimum value. So from heap, import heap, heap. Fine. Now here we'll calculate a min heap with three values. Now you must wonder why three values. So three value is because first value is the maximum absolute difference, and then second and third value are the cells for which cell for which we are getting this maximum absolute difference. Fine. Now move ahead. We create a set called visited. We will keep a note of all the nodes which you have visited, and then move or directions. So we'll keep in which direction we can move. 0 comma 1, we can move forward. Okay, 0 comma -1, we can move backward. Okay, then 1 comma 0 and minus 1 comma 0. So we can move downwards and upwards because we are allowed to move up, down, left or right in all four directions from a particular cell. Now while we have element in this min heap, while min heap is not empty, so it is not empty to begin with, it has at least 0, 0 and 0. Fine. Now we will pop this min heap, pop this min heap. Okay, a particular value, row and column. So we will pop this min heap and it will churn out three values. Now if this row column, if this row column is already visited, we don't need to do anything, we just continue for forward direction in for next set of elements. Otherwise, if it is not visited, we will add this in our set. Okay, now if we have reached the end, if we have reached the end, okay, which is rows minus 1 and columns minus 1. Okay, if we have reached the destination point, we will return this well. Now while we have not identified whether it is minimum or not, this is the beauty of using a heap. And since in Python default is min heap, so always the value at the top will be minimum. Value at the top will be minimum because it is min heap is default. Fine. So we'll simply return without comparing. Now, if we have not reached the final and it was not visited, okay, or visited, so we have to move further. Okay, we have to move further. How we will move that? So DR and DC, direction row, direction column, and the move we have defined for possible directions: up, down, left, right. So there will be new row and new column, new row and new column. So new row will become R, which we have R comma C, R plus DR, and new column NC will become C plus DC. DC is what we have currently, and C is what we have churned out from this mini heap. Okay. Now again a condition: if new row is less than 0 or new row is less than rows, either we are at the 0 position or we are at the end position. And similarly for columns, new column less than 0 or new column same as columns, or this new row and new column is already visited, either they're less than 0 or same as the maximum value, or they are already visited, will continue, will move ahead, will not calculate for this. Okay, now that we are in within the bounds, okay, and we have checked all the values, so new value will become the maximum. So because you have to find the maximum absolute difference, and then we will simplify it so that we'll get the minimum value at the top. Okay, minimum among the maximums. Now since we have to do for consecutive cells, so R and C was the value which we have, at which we are at right now, and dr and dc, or sorry, nr and nc, new row and new column, is the value which we can get from moving upward, downward, left or right, four possible directions, and the maximum out of it we will push in our min heap. Now what will be there? New value or new result, then new row and new column. So this will keep on doing the valuable thing. It will keep churning out the minimum value. Again, see if we get another minimum value or not. And at the end, when we come out of the loop, whether we'll have answer from this or If you don't have answer, we'll return 0. So let us submit and check the efficacy. Now here we have get multiple. Okay, sorry, sorry. So I omitted a bracket and placed a comma in place of that. Height is not defined, it's heights, right? It's not height, it's heights. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it does the job pretty effortlessly this time, and it took very less amount of time in order to get executed correctly. I hope you loved this video and enjoyed and even learned a new concept. Thank you. Have a nice day.